first couple of days of preparation, just getting used to the conditions. It's the first time the Scotland team's come out to Nepal, so a really exciting time for Scottish cricket, and obviously looking forward to the series ahead. Leading up to it, we had a good break after the previous series with Nepal and Namibia, and we've had some really good preparation over in Edinburgh leading into this series, so another good session lined up for today, and again we'll just be using that time to get used to the conditions and be ready for that first game, which comes in a couple of days' time.
Look, it's wonderful to be in the country in Nepal. I've said in a couple of interviews already how we're looking to embrace the conditions, the culture of the people. For a lot of our players, it'll be the first time they're visiting Nepal or even the subcontinent. The skipper's already touched on our preparation. It's very different to Scotland. We coming out of practicing in indoor halls and all sorts of stuff, with it being winter in Scotland. So a good opportunity for us to get outdoors before the tournament starts, and we've been really happy with our preparations, and a few of our players have been out playing cricket elsewhere, which I think has been of massive value to them and to us as a team. So looking forward to those stepping back into the squad and bringing those experiences that they've had in other competitions back in, and just really looking forward to the series, and I know it's going to be a hard-fought series.
Firstly, I want to welcome Namibia cricket team and Scotland cricket team here in Nepal. And talking about our preparation, I think we had a good 10 days preparation where we had some skill work, some mental rehearsal work and everything. I think everything is covered up now, and hopefully we'll have some good series. We have a great series in coming days. Thank you.
Welcome to all of you, and welcome to Cricket Namibia and Scotland. It's good to be involved in this series, and for me obviously it's going to be a new experience, to be honest. And coming to the preparation, I think it's a lot about managing expectations. That's where I had to put in a lot more thought at the start. And the camp which we were able to conduct very well, I think it was also about understanding the players, understanding what makes them tick, and more importantly also creating certain training approaches where they can also understand their strengths and grow a little more. And now it will come down to how well they are able to execute their strengths, their skills, their game plans into the game. So I'm really looking forward to this series. Like already the other coaches have said, that it will be a hard-fought series, and we are expecting the same.
Love the fact that we're in a cricket-loving nation. It's really nice to be in a country where everybody loves the game. We're expecting huge crowds to come to the ground. We know that they're going to be supporting Nepal, but we're hoping that we can play a really good brand of cricket, which is going to be exciting for them to watch, and hopefully that they respect the sort of brand of cricket that they're going to see on show. But the hospitality's been great. I know that a few of our players have been in and amongst the city already and have said how friendly the people are. So, we're really appreciative of that, and to come to a country like this is a wonderful experience for our players and for our staff, and we know that we're just going to keep getting better and better having experiences like this. So I hope that tours like this can continue moving forward. We haven't been here before, so every experience we have at the moment is new to us, but I think part of a professional cricketer's skill set has to be adapting to conditions, has to be going into different environments and experiencing different wickets, different climates, different cultures, and I think the really good players are the ones that adapt to that a lot quicker than the others. And look, it's not the first time many of our players would have been in the subcontinent, so again, you can go away and talk about it and practice as much as you want to, but actually being in the pressure cooker is where you're going to learn. And I think the team and the players that learn the quickest are the ones that are going to play the best cricket straight off. So we know that Nepal have an edge because they know the conditions very well. So, but I'm pretty confident that our players are in a space now where they can adapt really quickly. Game, I think that's our goal every single trip that we go. You go into every match looking to win it. You go into every match looking to be better than you were in the last game. You know that every match brings you different challenges, which is all part of the game. We know that, but we still have a job to do in this series, even though we're in a good position on the log. It's very important that we stick to our own standards and we make sure that we keep executing the way we want to execute. But we've, looking back on the journey of the 3 years that we've had in Cricket World League 2, it's been a wonderful experience to tour the different countries, to play all the nations home and away. And they've brought challenges, they've brought really, really tough challenges, but there's also been some fantastic success stories within this competition. So, as I mentioned to the previous question, I hope that a competition like this can continue, and it gives us wonderful opportunities to play cricket all around the world. Passionate, loud, huge expectation. As I mentioned already, love cricket, which is something we cannot wait to see a crowd that comes in and wants to watch good cricket, and hopefully 10,000-15,000 people. That's what we're hoping for, if not more. Let's pack the stadiums, let's get them in, and hopefully they can watch some good cricket. It's always easy to look too far ahead. We're going with a theory that we're going to take each game at a time. We know that the first game against the old enemy Namibia, they've been fantastic competitors. We saw in the last series that every game we come up against them is a hard-fought contest. Even if you think you've won the game, think you haven't won the game, there's always the opposition have always come back strong. So we know that they're going to give us two fierce battles. We know that Nepal are going to give us two fierce battles. We know that they went to Scotland and beat us in our own country for the first time. This competition brings all sorts of different pressures and results, but we're looking forward to it, one game at a time. We know we need two victories, but victories only come from following your processes and following your routines and making sure that you do that on a consistent basis.
हिसाबले प्रिपरेसन भएको छ हैन जुन हिसाबले मन्टी सरले आएर अहिले लास्ट 10 डेजमा एन्भाइरोन्मेन्ट क्रिएट गर्नुभएको छ जुन बिलिभ भएको छ टिममा सो आई थिङ्क सबैजना कन्फिडेन्ट छन्
नयाँ कोच आउँदाखेरि प्रेसर हुन्छ कि यो चाहिँ उ हुन्छ
प्रेसर भन्दा पनि अब सरलाई हामीले पहिलेदेखि नै चिनिरहेको छौँ हैन अन्डर 19 डेजदेखि नै चिनिरहेको छौँ सरलाई सो त्यस्तो प्रेसर भएको थिएन किनभने सबै कुरा थाहा थियो सरको सरले कसरी अपरेट गर्नुहुन्छ भनेर सो त्यस्तो केही गाह्रो भएको थिएन
तपाईँले चाहिँ पहिला मोन्टीसँग पनि पहिला अन्डर 19 को उसमा सिङ गरिसक्नु भएको त्यो हिसाबमा चाहिँ कतिको सजिलो भयो जस्तो लाग्छ
एकदमै सजिलो भएको थिएन सरले जुन हिसाबले अहिले माहौल क्रिएट गर्नुभएको छ टिमको होइन एकदम सजिलो थियो
We know we've got 6 important games left, and 6 important games in 12-13 days is tough. From here, we're stopping in Dubai to finish off those 2 games. We know that it's 6 important games. So we've secured a top 4 spot. So we're really happy with that, and we're not complacent at all. We know that there's 6 very, very tough games ahead of us, and it's not at home where we like to play our cricket. So yes, we're sitting in a position where we know we've got top 4, but we want that. We want to end up second. That's our goal, and we can. 4 wins out of 6 secures the top 2 spots. So we know what's at stake, but we can't look too far ahead of ourselves.
Your captain Rasmus is on the way to Kathmandu?
Yes, he's just landed. He played in the final last night, which is great for Gerard. He's really done well the last 4 years, making a name for himself. But he knows that he's got to reset very, very quickly. Completely different environment, back as captain to lead the side.
Vice captain is Nisi.
JJ Smith, unfortunately, he's really pushed himself so hard for the team over the last 4 years, and that left knee is just after last year's 7-8 games, that knee just blew up, and he's got to go into very intense rehab for at least 4 to 6 months to get him back on track. He's a special player to have in your team, but unfortunately, he's missing out on this tour.
So how did you take Nepal in Nepal?
Can you repeat?
How did you take Nepal in Nepal?
From a cricket perspective, well, as I said earlier, it's going to be a very tough battle. The passion that these guys have, just about the game itself, a very dangerous team. you know, it's always, we've seen it in Windhoek as well. We've seen it in Scotland. It's always a very tough battle, you know, between these two teams. And we always look forward to playing against them. And you know, they have got the home advantage. You know, everyone had the opportunity to play at home and to use that to your advantage. So I suppose it's their turn. And we're just looking forward to the battles.
यो सिरिज एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ हामीलाई किनभने नेक्स्ट 2 सिरिजमा यो सिरिजले डिसाइड गर्छ नेक्स्ट सिरिज हो कस्तो हुन्छ भनेर हैन किनभने लास्ट अब 12 गेम्समा 9 जित्नु पर्ने हुन्छ हैन सो यो सिरिज एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन्छ र प्लस सेकेन्ड क्वेसन जाँदाखेरि आई थिंक अहिले चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो छ हैन टिम युनिटी प्लस सबै कुरा लिएर एकदमै सबै मलाई पनि आफै फिल हुन्छ सबै कुरा राम्रो छ अहिले चाहिँ
अनि
कन्फिडेन्स लेभल कुरा अहिले चाहिँ सबैजना चाहिँ एकदमै राम्रो पोजिसनमा हुन्छ हैन सबैजना मेन्टली पनि एकदम फिट हुन्छ सबैजना नेक्स्ट आउने टुर्नामेन्टमा राम्रो गर्ने भन्ने माइन्डसेट छ सबैको
होम ग्राउन्ड छ कतिको एडभान्टेज हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
अब एडभान्टेज हुन्छ किनभने सबै कुरा थाहा छ कन्डिसन यहाँको थाहा छ हैन सो सबैलाई डाइमेन्सन्सको लिएर र कन्डिसन लिएर सबै कुरा थाहा छ सो अब त्यही हो आफूलाई एप्लाई गर्ने हो कसरी खेल्ने भनेर
I've been fortunate. I've been able to share a lot of different dressing rooms, but that also means that I'm also on a learner's journey. You know, everywhere you go, you try to pick up something which can make you first a better person, and then obviously a better coach. And it's constant improvement. Whether it's an acid test, again, for me, it's just 2 weeks into this journey, into this new role with the team. Cricket teaches you winning and losing both. So the test will happen, like I said, when the characters understand what is the most important thing for them to build the team. You know, and at the moment we can only go upwards. That's what I know at the moment. Through my eyes, I have been able to see a lot of skills. You know, and they know what are their strengths. When we talk about pressure of the game, I think that's where they will have to slowly get deep inside them and understand their identity and ensure that they are able to bring the best out of what they know and they understand well to bring it on the park.